Hello? Can everyone hear me? I hope so, because we have a very special event that we are celebrating. That's right. After such a long time, we finally are reaching the end of Inanimate Insanity 2. That's right, baby. The finale of Inanimate Insanity 2. Oh, it's happening. It's happening, all right. It's going to be happening tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. That's right. I think, yeah, 12 p.m. Eastern. Some people say ET, others say EST. I like saying EST. I prefer to say ET when it comes to extraterrestrials. But yes, that is the time that it will be happening. But in the meantime, we are all partying it up at Hotel OJ. I have some very special guests who will be joining me for, some sit down interviews. Perhaps you recall this format. If there's any fans of Fans Fantastic Features in the audience, make some noise. Maybe I shouldn't have. Yeah, I mean, this isn't really. It is a live audience, but I don't really have the applause that I can hear. But be loud in the chat. Just really push it. Yeah, okay, yeah. If you just really send them onto messages, I'll just pretend that that's clapping. All right, yeah. All right, very good, very good. Okay, now yeah, I'm seeing a lot of messages flying through, and those things called super chats. It's like chats but super themed. Now, what I want to say is just a disclaimer right up top is that we have a lot of guests here today and just a lot that we're trying to get through in a very short amount of time. So there is a very good chance that we will not read, your message or your super chat or whatever you may have. So I don't even know if we'll be reading any of them. Maybe we'll pick one out every once in a while. Maybe I'm not even sure. So be warned. Just know that you are donating at your own peril. You are typing in that chat. It is your choice, but it may not be seen by any of us. Just know, because I'm gonna have all these people live, so I'm not gonna be as dependent on the chat necessarily, because I have these wonderful guests who are taking their time to be with me today. But I do, while I'm on the subject of the chat, I do have a question for you. That's right, you, the chat. Okay, so we are at the final two of Inanimate Insanity 2. Two. Two, 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 two. Okay, so between the final two contestants of Inanimate Insanity 2, we have Knife and we have Suitcase. And I really want to know. And I could actually, you know what? I think I could do a poll. I think I'll do a poll. That's a good idea, right? Do people like polls? Are they still cool? All right, hold on. Let me access the Animation Epic YouTube account because I am a manager on this. I don't think they know that I am, but just don't tell anyone because it lets me have this ability to start a poll. Okay, I am going to write. Who do you think should win Inanimate Insanity 2? Hopefully there are no typos on this. Okay, I'm gonna say. Oh, it almost said yes or no. No. That's not what we need. We need actual That's there. Okay. So we have Knife is one of them. Okay. Knife. I wanted to add some emojis. Okay, and Suitcase. Okay, let me proofread this. Who do you think should win Inanimate Insanity 2? Knife, Suitcase. All right, I'm going to start the poll now. All right, so go into the chat, vote for who you think should win. And it obviously will have no bearing on the outcome because they are going to compete for real. There will be a final challenge. So I've heard. Rumor mill says that there will be a final challenge in which Knife and Suitcase will compete with each other to decide who wins the $1 million. But, this is just for fun. All of this is just for fun. All of this is not officially affiliated with Inanimate Insanity in any way. But, as long as they don't kick me out or tell me to stop, then, this is what I'm here to do. And before you ask, oh, fan, who are you rooting for between Knife and Suitcase? I will not be saying one way or the other. I am impartial. I am the moderator. I am the host of this event. I shan't share any opinion because it would sway the votes. And also, it would greatly disappoint anyone who has a headcanon that I'm on a specific team. Trust me, I know how your minds work. I'm one of you, right? I'm one of you fans. I've done the same thing. So they're going to be like, oh, no, he's not rooting for Knife or Suitcase after all. That's not the fan I know. Don't you worry. I will not commit to anything, and therefore I can't disappoint you. Hooray! Hooray for not being specific. Oh, my goodness. This is a wonderful day. Okay, let's see what's... Oh, it's very close. We already have over 8,000 votes. Oh, it's over. Wait a second. It's over 9,000 votes for the poll already. That's incredible. What a number. I quite enjoy that we've surpassed this number. Well, I will definitely continue to keep an eye on that poll. And I'll just, I'll keep it going. See how high we can go. Maybe we'll have some other polls throughout the evening. I'm not really sure. We'll see where the night takes us. I like to think on my feet. I say that even though I have a bunch of note cards I have planned. I've been very stressed about this, extremely anxious, because I want to make sure everyone enjoys what I have planned here. And they took my show away from me. I've been away from this desk for so long, so I really don't want them to have any reason to be like, oh, you see, this is why he got canceled. This is why he hasn't had a show. This is why we took away his platform. No, no, no. I'm going to prove that I deserve to have a platform. Okay. Oh. All right. Well, we'll be having our first special guest very, very soon. I'm curious, who would you like to see today? Now, I will say right up front that Knife and Suitcase, they will not be arriving until tomorrow. And of course they're very busy now. They're training, they're resting, they're whatever they're doing. They need to be in the headspace. They will be making a special appearance tomorrow. But yeah, not during this live stream event. This portion of the party will they be coming, but. If I may try, we'll see if this can happen. No guarantees on this. It is a Hotel OJ party. It would be great if we could get an appearance from OJ himself. That's right, the original winner of Inanimate Insanity, the winner of season 1, the owner and manager of the very hotel we're broadcasting from. However, that being said, he does not usually approve of the fact that I film in here. He says it's very loud. He asks for me to stop doing it. So I think that there's probably like a 17% chance that because this is a big event, he might, just kind of give in and go along with it and take an interview. But, we'll see. We'll see. We'll save him for the end. We'll see if we can get him in there. So we're going to really just build up to that. And if it doesn't happen, then, we can all be disappointed together. I think that's good. We just all will be disappointed together. Oh my goodness, the poll, we're over 10,000 votes. It's only been out for 3 minutes. This is crazy. Inanimate Insanity didn't used to attract this level of an audience, let me tell you. It used to just be, I don't know, me and like 5 other people. And half of them were me on alternate accounts. So this is really just impressive to see how the fandom has grown. Oh my gosh, wow. That's just, it means so much to be here. And over 10,000 people watching. That means pretty much everybody that is watching voted in the poll. You are a highly engaged audience. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is great to know. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that we are going to be moving very shortly into introducing our very first guest. I'm a guest. Oh, I almost said guest. Oh, this is why they took away my show. No, no, no. Okay. Let's see if you could guess who the guest is. Oh, saved it. Saved it, fan. Good job. Okay. Now, our first guest is someone that, I'll say this. I'll tease it with this. They have a complicated history within Inanimate Insanity. We'll put it that way. I think a lot of y'all formed a certain opinion about them at first, and then that opinion maybe gradually morphed and changed over time. As one could say, they morphed and changed over time, or perhaps they always were a certain way, and they just were appearing to be another way. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. But let's see if you can guess. Let's see if you think who it is. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of guesses, a lot of wrong guesses. Oh, yeah, no. Taco will not be on this stream unless, if she is, I would be a little bit frightened. I heard, didn't she do this thing where I was hearing about it from Paintbrush that I guess Taco interfered with this challenge. It was like the Truth or Flare challenge. She totally took it over from MePhone, made everyone confess all these dark truths about themselves. It seemed very bottle episode inspired. I would have really loved to see that. Not be a part of it, to be quite frank. I would not have enjoyed partaking in that because that sounds like a terrifying situation. And also, I'm afraid of both heights and emotional vulnerability pretty equally. So that would have been a no-go for me. But spectating it, that would have been very enjoyable. But yeah, so unless Taco finds some sort of a way to cause some more unrest and invade into these proceedings, then I do not think she's certainly not lined up, and I didn't prepare any questions for her, so I would not expect Taco to be joining. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, we're almost right at time. I don't know how many of y'all have guessed it. I have seen a couple of people guess it. I'll be fair. There have been a couple of people. Okay. Well, I guess without further ado, let's introduce our first guest. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. And thank you again, Testu, for holding up the camera over there. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so, first guest in a long time. You can do this, fan. You still got this. Talk show host, you got it. You're in the zone. All right, our first guest is an Inanimate Insanity veteran with a complicated history, but we love him all the same. That's right. It's our good friend, finally back, finally back to speak to us. It is Balloon! Say hi,
That's right!
Balloon.
Hello, everybody! Can everyone hear me?
I
Is this,
think
is
so.
this thing on?
I can hear you. I know I can hear you. Oh,
All
Balloon.
right! Well,
All
it's
right.
it's
All right,
fantastic to
indeed.
be here in Hotel OJ, where I used to not be welcome.
Oh, yes. Oh, come on in. Hey, if you see what I did there.
Ah, I do
Come
see
on
what you
in.
did there. You said my
Yeah.
thing. Never say my thing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you would appreciate. Okay.
I'll be.
Well, listen. As you alluded to just there, Balloon, you have become a lot more welcome in the hotel than you were previously. And I remember, I think a big turning point was when you wrote that note to everybody, and then they all read it, and I think it melted everyone's hearts. You recall this turning point?
Yes, I do remember that. And I just want to say it really means the world to me that you and everyone else here has has welcomed me back with open arms. I really don't think I was my best self back in season 1.
Hmm. Oh, look, I mean, I think you were not being yourself because, as you said yourself, you thought you had to be a different kind of someone who would win in a reality show like this, and you thought that guys like you couldn't win, and I think that's fair to say from like just the catalog of reality show winners that have been in the past. It's not usually soft spoken, nice guys like yourself. So I get
Yeah,
it.
I just was really feeling a lot of pressure, you know, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
I feel like I react very strongly to that kind of thing.
Right. No, I mean, I certainly can relate to you on that. I think, the game certainly puts this pressure on people. There's no doubt about that. But I think the way you expressed all of this in the words of your letter, it was quite well done. And I know, I believe you're very into poetry, correct? Is that right?
Yeah, I've been getting more into it recently. I really like
Hmm.
writing poems, occasional song lyrics, just jotting down things that come to mind.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to do it like just like an impromptu slam poem, like right now in front of everybody? Is that good?
Oh,
Yeah. Is that
really,
your
really
style?
putting me on the spot there.
Oh,
Uh,
you don't have to. It's just, I don't want everyone to be disappointed, but if you want to, then you can go
oh
right
no,
ahead.
I'm gonna disappoint everyone.
No, I didn't say that. I just
Oh,
said that, yeah, I don't want that to happen. I said I
no.
don't want that to happen, but
Oh,
it won't because you are about to wow them with your
oh,
slam poem, and it's going to start in the
oh,
next 5 seconds.
oh, okay,
Everyone get ready.
okay. Um,
Five,
uh,
4,
uh,
3, 2, 1.
ah! Roses are red. Me phone is blue. I really enjoyed competing on Inanimate Insanity Season 2. Thank
Woo! You
you. Thank
see?
you.
This is why everyone embraced you again. Because look at that wit. He just came up with that on the spot, folks. We did not rehearse that. I promise you can investigate into this. There was no rehearsal. That was completely off the cuff. I am in awe right now. That was very impressive, Balloon. You really did a great job there. Are you
Well,
proud of yourself?
well, thank you, fan. And,
Yeah.
I think you're getting to the core of what's important because,
Yeah.
I feel like I often get myself caught up in what other people think and,
Mm.
approval from other people. I get really nervous about that kind of thing a lot.
Oh
It's
yeah.
why, it's why it took me a long time to really want to share my poems with other people too. But, I realized eventually that what really matters is what I think of it. And as
Right.
long as I feel good about it and feel good about myself, then, nothing else really matters all that much.
No, yeah, that's true. And I know this is going to really undercut everything you just said, but everyone in the chat really loves your poem. So,
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
but I agree. I think what is most important is that you enjoy it. You shouldn't be in the business of making art unless you appreciate the art that you're making. In fact, I strike that. It's not making art is not a business. Why did I even say that? It's not a business. It's a passion. It's something that comes from your soul within you. That's what I felt it. I felt your soul just there, Balloon. Thank you for
Well,
sharing
thank
your
you.
soul. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Now, another I think important thing that I wanted to touch on because I think this is pertinent to the forthcoming finale is that Suitcase obviously is one of the contestants, and I'm assuming I don't want to make any assumptions, but out of the final two, I would think, given your close relationship, that you probably are rooting for her. Is that correct? Is that fair to say?
I indeed am
Yes.
#Team Suitcase.
Very
Get it
good.
trending, people.
Yes.
Suitcase for the win. Although I would also like to say,
Hmm.
I'm a big believer in second chances, right?
Yeah.
And I don't really have that much bad to say about Knife. In fact, it kind of seems like he's chilled out a lot since season one. I mean, I know better than anyone that, I don't think any of us were our best selves in season one. Knife was really pretty abrasive back then.
Yeah.
And I mean, in season two, it seems like he mellowed out a little bit.
Mhm.
It was still kind of hard to get to know him. He never really seemed that approachable to me.
Yeah.
Especially with
Well,
him being
for
a
you
knife,
especially, yeah.
me
I mean,
being a
that's
balloon. Yeah, right.
dangerous. Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, so I never really got that close with him, but I noticed a change in his demeanor, and I think he can continue to work on that and improve and become even better.
Oh, that's really well said, Baloo. Very big of you to say. And I bring all of this up to also remind the fact that I think one of the most memorable moments of Inanimate Insanity 2, if I do say so myself, was that crazy elimination, that double elimination of both you and Nickel. And you have not seen Suitcase since that double elimination. Is that right?
Right, that is exactly correct. I mean, I've been
Wow.
trying my best to
Wow.
keep up with her exploits on the show, but I really
Sure.
had no contact with her, so I'm
Right.
really excited to see her again.
What do you think? What do you want to say to her when you see her again?
Oh gosh, I just well, I want to wish her the best of luck in the finale, of
Sure.
course.
Sure.
I think she can really take it all the way. But yeah, I want to let her know also that we're still gonna be friends regardless of how she performs in the
Hmm.
final episode. Like I think our friendship goes a lot deeper than that.
Right. No, I think that's become a big concern for a lot of the, I don't know about a lot, but certainly some contestants that have competed on the competition that they feel like, oh, I need to show that I perform well in the game in order to retain this level of friendship or respect from my fellow friends or contestants or what have you. But I think that's very good that you're putting out there into the world that to you it doesn't really make a difference, and nor should it. And I'm sure Suitcase will not hold against you the fact that you were eliminated when you were. I think you both have a very special bond that you will I would think continue to have. I don't see any reason why not.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
That when you're playing a game like this, it's so competitive, it's so social, it's really
Right.
easy to begin to feel like the show is your entire life.
Yeah.
And it took me a long time to realize that
Oh,
it really isn't.
you're
That the
speaking my
connections
language
that
there.
we make are uh, they 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 go beyond it.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, the whole thought of the show being your entire life, that hits me right to the core, man. I mean, like I felt like I was in the shell of the show, metaphorically speaking and literally speaking, however you would want to speak it. That's how I felt. And to be able to, not feel that anymore, it's very freeing because there was a point where it was like, yeah, being eliminated, it felt like dying. Like I know that sounds super over dramatic, but that's how I felt, and that's I think it almost takes being eliminated and surviving it to realize, oh, there is more to life than this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and to be honest, Hotel OJ is pretty nice as it turns
It is.
out.
It is actually very nice. I
It's
mean,
kind of
OJ.
nice to be able to hang out with all these people without the stress or the pressure of the competition.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, not to say that there isn't ever any mischief that comes up here, but I feel like it's low stakes kind of
Oh,
hijinks.
oh, there is no shortage of wacky hijinks
Oh yeah,
and hilarious scenarios.
producers are interested in the spinoff, is what we're saying. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, look, it's $1 million hotel for a reason. It's very, very nice. I think it's a great way to relax after the stresses of a competition. But yeah, I mean, I think that about wraps up our time here, Balloon. Is there anything else that then you wanted to say? Any, like well wishes to Suitcase? However you want to sign off is up to you, my friend.
Well, I doubt Suitcase is watching right now. I'm sure she's busy prepping
Busy.
for
Yeah.
her finale, but I want everybody out there to cheer Suitcase on. I know
Yeah.
she can feel the energy.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Balloon. Well, it is great. It is great to see you, not just on the show, but like in this hotel in general. Like it really, yeah, it's so good to see you right here.
Yeah,
So you're welcome
likewise.
anytime.
Thank you so much for
Oh,
having me.
thank you, Balloon. Thank you so much. All right, you take care.
You take care as well.
All righty. Okay, great. Thank you, Balloon. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Yeah. Oh, and I'm taking another look at the poll. We're at 16,000 votes and counting. This is basically neck and neck. Okay, yeah. Suitcase at 51%, Knife at 49%. Perhaps Balloon swayed it a little bit. Balloon was rooting for Suitcase after all. So, who's to say? But I mean, that's really close. That's about as close to 50-50 as you could get without being 50-50. So, there's that. There's that. All right. Wow. Well, I mean, I think that went pretty well. I hope you all agree. I see there's still over 9,000 of you watching. So, it must not have went poorly. Well, I think, we'll just roll right into our next guest. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think we got some momentum now. We'll just keep it going. We'll just keep the fun times rolling. Okay. Well, this next contestant is someone that I actually had the pleasure of competing with. I don't know if they would describe competing with me as a pleasure, but hey, I mean, I think that's something maybe we could even talk about a little bit. We could break that down a little, So we'll see. We'll see. It'll maybe come up. But yeah, I think, without further ado, introducing our next guest, Paintbrush. Welcome.
Hey, fan, been a while.
Oh, it has been a while, Paintbrush. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, honestly. How about you?
Paintbrush, I have to say, you and I, we have something in common now because we
Oh?
both, as eliminated contestants, ran out into the contestant grounds and interfered with the competition. How did that feel?
Interfering.
Well, I didn't mean it in a bad way. I just meant, you ran out into the contestant grounds. Yeah. I did the same thing. Back-to-back episode. Yeah.
Well, I didn't exactly know what was going on until I got there. I mean, Test Tube told me there was an emergency signal and that I should take it. I didn't know it was from Lightbulb until I got over there, and I honestly didn't know what to think when I got there, honestly.
Yeah, well, I say it, and again, to clarify, I'm not saying it as any sort of slight on you in any way. I'm saying, it's sort of this badge of honor, the fact that we didn't let the boundaries of the show hold us back in any way, that we felt that it was okay to, re-enter into this because there was something greater than the show that we saw as reason to come back. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I absolutely agree. I was had I known that Lightbulb was feeling the way she did while the challenge was going on, I definitely would have tried to get there faster,
Right. No, for sure. I mean, look, all right. I see, we even in this interview, I think we got off a little bit on the wrong foot. I think this is as good a forum as any because it's a public forum to sort of, discuss some of the, obviously we competed together and I think everyone saw that maybe, we didn't always necessarily get along the best. And I think upon reflection, there were some times that I perhaps did not go along with your ideas in the way that I maybe should have for the benefit of the team. And, I just wanted to address that. Yeah.
I think I also had a bit of moments where my anger got out of control and I was not exactly polite, professional, however you want to put it to you. And I just want to say if I ever hurt you, I'm sorry about that.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, when you pushed me to the ground and stuff, it did hurt, but I appreciate the apology, and I'm sorry as well. So yeah, I think that it feels good, doesn't it? It feels good to talk about this.
I think. Absolutely.
Right. Especially in front of everybody, especially because I know it's like a safe space, it's just safe out here. But yeah, okay. I mean, well, so I wasn't going to bring it up, but you brought up your anger. You have this fiery tantrums, what one could say, quite literally, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did that, when do you feel like those started for you? Is that something that's just kind of as long as you can remember, or what are the deal with those?
I think especially during the second competition, season 2, I just had this drive to want to win, be the best contestant I could, and I think in a way that caused me to lash out when things weren't going my way. So I think it was always there, but I think it was especially present in the second season, and I just needed to take a moment to reflect.
I'll tell you, I think the first time I noticed it, and this was just as a viewer, this was before I was a contestant, but it was during, that Christmas tree challenge. You definitely, got very, very passionate. And, I think when y'all lost that challenge, I noticed, it just sort of, I think there was a breaking point that was hit. I think it was the first time that we saw that kind of, anger from you, and you definitely carried that with you. It even affected your vote near the end of that season. So it was interesting to see, like, not only was it like in this short like spurt of like anger, but like it carried and like built into this grudge perhaps. And I think, you know, when it comes to conflict, I know you touched on how you reconnected with Lightbulb recently. Obviously, I think your relationship also maybe didn't get off on the correct foot either. There's a lot of left feet, I think, throughout your tenure on the series. So, like, can you speak to how that relationship progressed over time?
You know, at first, I didn't really care much for her. I thought her nonsense was just completely, it was nonsense, you know, and I didn't get it. But over time, I think I grew to see the charm of it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, when I was in the maze, I went through the maze with Lightbulb, and there were definitely some moments where I was just very confused by what she was saying. She was saying about like, oh, we should cover as much ground as we can in case it rains. I didn't really understand what that meant, and it was a whole like the 2 heads, or was it 3 heads was better than one? I don't know. It was very disorienting, and that was just really one challenge where I was like really like right up close and personal with Lightbulb. So I can't imagine you. It seemed like you two had a lot of like kind of back and forth. Well, I mean, it was the rockets and the pizza making, and it seemed like there were a lot of like. Was there any like either favorite or like least favorite memory that then you share from that?
I think my favorite memory was after the painting challenge. I was very angry. I was very like distraught. And honestly, when I was at my lowest, she was there to boost me back up, you know. And I think it was just a pleasant surprise overall. I didn't think, you know, she of all people would be the one to help me cheer up, even as I knew I was probably going home that night. But
Right.
you know, she did, and that was nice.
Yeah, I wish we definitely better coordinated the votes there, because we maybe could have all stuck together as bright lights. But I'm definitely glad at the very least that you all had this, you know, really nice moment together. I think, you know, the sharing of Baxter between the two of you is really that's another thing. I feel like Baxter, because I feel like at first, you know, you kind of just saw Baxter as like this random crab, but you've grown a lot of affection for the little guy, as we all have, I think, at Hotel OJ.
Well, I guess after I left season 2, I guess Baxter was just a part of Lightbulb that I was missing while she was still in the competition.
That's true. Yeah, no, I mean, he has a mind of his own, that little guy. Like, he certainly encouraged me to venture out for when I, you know, went out into the contested grounds, and, you know, the whole experience with the alien abduction and whatnot. It would not have happened without Baxter. So Baxter, I think, is responsible for a lot of our growth as people. I would go so far as to say. So shout out to Baxter if you're listening. I know it's past his bedtime.
Oh yeah. He's probably sleeping right about now, but I'll be sure to tell him that you shouted him out tonight.
Oh, of course. I know he values his privacy, but he does like, you know, the occasional shout out.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, okay. Something I do want to make sure I ask everyone tonight, unless I forget, is who are you rooting for to win the finale of Inanimate 2?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Both, honestly, I don't think you could have a better final 2. Like, if you like, unless I was in there, of course. But I need to brag. But you know, I'm biased.
Right.
But no. Well, like, honestly, between the two of them, it's difficult. I mean, I admire the fact that Suitcase was able to get to this point despite all the challenges she's been through. But at the same time, I got to admire Knife's own leadership skills. So it's a toss-up. I don't think I'm 100% decided one way or the other. So I guess I heard someone say Team Suitcase earlier. I guess I'm Team Neutral?
Oh my goodness. Well, just as you said that, this was amazing. Just as you said Team Neutral, the poll tied up. We are 50-50 between Knife and Suitcase at 18,939 votes and counting. This is crazy. I'm taking a screenshot. Listen to that. Oh, it made a little funny sound. Yeah. So there we go. I mean, even the chat is pretty neutral. Well, that's amazing, Paintbrush. Well, it was truly a pleasure talking to you. Is there anything else you want to leave the viewers with, or any encouraging message to the winner, whoever it may be?
Well, good question.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Well, I wish both the finalists luck, and whoever wins, I'll be celebrating either way.
All right, well, it was a good question, and it was the right answer. So thank you, Paintbrush. It was really, I'm glad we were able to hash everything out, and that you'll never be annoyed with me again. Certainly for nothing I just said there. And yeah, that's great. I'm just going to have you leave before there's anything else that you could say. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Paintbrush. Oh, this was wonderful. Oh wow. Okay, well, thank you, everyone. I think this is going really, really well. Are you all having fun? I know I'm having fun. I'm having a blast over here. Woohoo! Okay, we are 2 guests in. And the party's just getting started, everyone. The party is just getting started because that was a really fun guest. We love Paintbrush. We love Paintbrush here. There's someone I feel like we haven't heard from in a while, though. Someone we haven't heard from in a while. I wonder if you'll be as excited to see them again as I am. That's right. Well, who are they, you might ask? Well, I think that you will see who they are in just a mere moment. You know what? I was trying to think of a pun, but I couldn't really think of one. I'll just leave the puns to the pun master himself. That's right. We got Cheesy in here. Say hello, Cheesy.
Good evening, Hotel OJ. How's it going? I am super excited to be here. Thanks for having me here, fan. I'm super excited. How's it going?
Oh, Cheesy, it is going great. It's great to see you. I feel like it has been too long, my friend. Too long.
I agree. It's been way too long. Such a long time. But I'm really happy to be here. And we're going to party it up.
Oh, that's right, Cheesy. Now, so Cheesy, well, picking up where we left off, or at least where the viewers, last saw you. When you departed season 2, you had said that you were interested in pursuing comedy beyond just puns. But, I feel like, at least from what I've seen, that didn't last very long. And by that, I mean, it seems like it did not even begin. So, can you explain?
Well, I'm personally offended that you would say that my humor has not evolved more than puns because I've been working on a comedy act with my best friend, Mac. We're a comedy duo. We're Cheesy and Mac.
Yeah.
So, we have some jokes prepared that I'd like to share with the audience if you'd let me.
Oh, so it's like mac and cheese? Is there really a Mac, or is that just like kind of your bit, or like? Sorry, I'll let you go. You go ahead.
Moving on.
Okay.
I have some very well-written jokes that are not punny, and I'll show you. I've spent a lot of time on these. Ready?
All right. Yeah.
What do you call an alligator who works as a detective?
What?
An investigator.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly pun adjacent, but yeah, it's funny. I laugh.
Next joke. Next joke. Ready? I'm afraid for my calendar, fan.
Why is that?
I believe its days are numbered.
Oh, see? I exhaled. Very well done.
And for my final, my knocker, my very
Your
final
knocker.
finale one.
Okay.
I believe that it's rude to open up a fridge without knocking because there could be a salad dressing inside.
Oh, I see. A little blue cheese humor.
What are you talking about?
It's because it blew. All right. Well, okay. Look, those were 3 excellent jokes right there, Cheesy. Yeah. Okay. So
well, I would love to know what the audience thinks. I would really like to see what everyone thinks. Is there a way that we could see?
All right. Let me look and see. Let me look in the chat. I'm seeing a lot of W Cheesy. Well, that's that means win Cheesy.
Yeah, Cheesy wins. I like that.
Knee slap. I'm seeing some knee slap in the chat.
Yay! I love it.
That's pretty good. Wow, that's
great. I perfected my knee slapping technique.
Nice. Oh yeah. Oh well, let's see it.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. It's clean. I see it's improved a lot. Very fluid. Yeah.
Yes, you have to make sure you get the sound to echo a little bit.
Right. You want the back row to hear. That's where the jokes are aimed. Okay. Great. Well, Cheesy, I haven't asked you a single question yet. So Cheesy, well, I guess I did. I did ask you a question, and the way you responded was to just give me a bunch of humor, which is very in character for you. Well, Cheesy, I am curious, when it comes to the competition, if you have someone that you're rooting for between the final two contestants of Knife and Suitcase, who do you gravitate towards?
What a very insightful question. Well,
Yes.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna root for knife.
Oh, okay. Why's that?
Because it's a sharp idea.
Oh, you see, back to the classic puns right there, cheesy. You see, okay. Well, is there any? I mean, what was it just for the joke, or do you have like? Is there like an actual like? Do you care about knife, or like where's that? Where are you at on that?
Well, we were on the same team, so I guess I give him points for that.
Okay,
And
that's not no, all
my
right.
bestie microphone talked to him a few times.
Okay, seems like faint praise, but is that
But
it? Do you
but
respect?
also, how
Uh,
funny would it be if someone who was kind of a jerk won? It'd be great. Ratings gold.
Okay. I mean, I think, well, what do you have to say in regards to like any of the growth that he went through this? I think he's certainly, made efforts to be kinder to those around him or at least more thoughtful. Like, are you interested in that?
Eh, I mean, sure. I think it's
Okay.
great that people try to change and grow,
Yeah.
but also it's funny.
Okay. So it seems like your main like guiding force, like what drives you in life is like the humor, like comedy. Is that fair to
Yes,
say?
I want to feel an emotional response.
An emotional response.
And the
Okay, okay.
best way to make me happy is by making me laugh and making everybody laugh.
What are there any other ways to key into your emotions other than laughter? Like I know you said that's your number one. What's number two?
Food.
Okay. Food. All right. That's interesting. I mean, you are food, so I guess that makes sense.
What?
Well, I just literally speaking, you're
Why
a
would you
slice of
say
cheese.
that?
You're a slice of cheese. Look at you. Come on.
Oh, are you just saying that because the audience really eats up my performance?
Oh, you got me there. Oh, you set me up and knocked me down. Well done, cheesy. Well done. Okay.
Thank you.
So comedy, and food. Is there a number three, or are you just like two and done?
Well, I think you gotta have a little bit of je ne sais quoi or charisma.
Oh,
People don't
charisma.
like you for who you are.
Okay, so je ne sais quoi. I mean, you just defined it as charisma, so that makes sense. So okay, charisma. Well, how do you make people like you, cheesy? What's the way to do it? You seem like the leading expert in this subject.
Well, making people smile. I also remember going to the beach with pickle and paper
Oh
and
yeah.
doing something nice.
Oh, that's great.
I believe I've heard the phrase a random act of kindness, but I can't remember where I heard it from.
I think it was Suitcase that coined that little turn of phrase there. That's very
Hmm.
nice. Yeah.
Someone should put that on a coffee mug.
Yeah, someone should merchandise that really quickly. Certainly, yeah. My first thought when I hear that, it's not, oh, that's wonderful. I'm going to apply that to my life. It's like, no, how can we market this? let's put that in the shop, right? Right stat. Okay, great, cheesy. You seem you've become a little bit more business minded. That reminds me. Didn't you used to do that like whole cheesecraft server thing? Whatever happened to that? Are you still doing that?
Eh, every
Yeah.
so often. It
Okay.
really makes me feel like nice to have another outlet,
Yeah.
like gaming.
Right. Well, but you don't do the commercials anymore, right?
Oh no, my
No.
contract expired a while ago.
Oh, right. I know that's tough. Yeah. Well, I mean, do you ever have interest in like any like commercials or acting of any kind again, or is that sort of just behind you?
Oh, I think it'd be fun to get back into it, especially since Soap's a great big gamer, so we could work
Oh, okay.
together.
Oh, okay. So maybe start like some sort of gaming channel or what have you. That's
Oh
big these
yeah,
days.
streaming would be super fun.
Streaming. There you go. You see, I think there's a market for that. Yeah, I mean, look, I will sometimes just watch the two of you play games. So I feel like I mean, even if you just started charging me to watch, actually, don't do that because I gave you the idea. Don't do that, but charge the other, anyone on the internet, or ask them for donations. And there you go. That's a business right there. And crack a joke here or there, make everyone smile. I think that's a win-win for you.
Yes, like I said, making people smile, always the best way to their hearts.
Oh, that's so wholesome, cheesy. That's so wholesome for you to say after you were just talking about how it'd be funny if a jerk would win $1 million. But so real.
It would be.
All right. Well, I think for you, you're just in it for the bit. If it's funny, it's funny. Whether it hurts someone or not. But you do enjoy making others smile. So I got to give it to you on that. All right. Well, cheesy. You know what? I have to say I know you're a little bit polarizing, but personally, I think your sense of humor is good for the audience, but it's even Gouda for you, cheesy. It's even Gouda for you.
Huh?
Like Gouda, like it's even good. It's good for the audience, but it's even Gouda for you.
What are you talking about?
I said,
I'm
like, Gouda.
feeling a little uncomfortable.
All right. That's not, you can, you know what? You can get out of here. Get out of here. All right. So that was cheesy. Yeah, really, nice guy. I missed him. Yeah. Great to see him. Okay. So that was cheesy. Next, oh, we have someone I'm very excited for you all to see. Was very recently on the show, actually. So, as a matter of fact, about as recently as you could be on the show without being active in the competition. So I think that's a pretty big hint as to who this would be. That's right. He may have struck out, but he won in our hearts. Maybe, I guess it's a nice thing we could say. Say hello to Baseball.
Oh my goodness! Hey, fan, how are you?
Oh, Baseball! It's so good to see. How are you? How are you acclimating?
I'm actually acclimating a lot better than I probably thought I would, to be honest. It has not been very long since I was voted out of the game, but it's really nice to see you not in that situation as well.
No, yeah, no, it definitely was a situation for all of us. I think that's fair to say. Yeah, no, it seems like, yeah, it's, you seem a little lighter on your feet, Baseball. You seem like your spirits are higher, and that's I'm happy to see that for you, because I know you had a rough go at it for a while. So it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to see. Yeah.
No, I really appreciate that. I think the stress on the game definitely takes a toll on all of us, and maybe in some parts it got to me a little too much. I was a little bit of a a sad person at times, but I'm doing a lot better now that I'm surrounded by so many supportive people, including yourself. So thank you.
Right. Like, so on that note, in the spirit of, like, feeling better, like, how did it feel to, like, not only be eliminated, like, right before the end, like, as close as you could get to making it to the finals, but not making it to the finals, but, like, not only be eliminated, but for it to be by Suitcase, who had already previously broken your heart when she voted out Nickel? How did that feel?
It's kind of weird you asked me this question, because I think the way I can describe the feeling is that it almost, like, I really accepted it in the moment. It almost felt like going in there, no matter what, I would be okay with it, which was not how I felt that I would feel, especially at the start of the day. I felt really nervous going into that challenge, but something about it, I just felt a little more at peace.
I wonder why that is. Where do you feel like, can you pinpoint the moment where you, like, sort of turned, or did it just kind of happen gradually over time?
I think obviously it was very stressful during the challenge, but some of the things that Taco was talking about definitely resonated with me in terms of the stress of the competition, and it made me realize how much I had changed as a result. Some for better, some for worse, but the stress, again, it took a toll on all of us. And if I could go back and do certain things differently, I definitely would have. But I just really admired, even though it was, I'm sure, incredibly challenging with everything Suitcase is going through, to look at me and vote me out to my face. I just really respected the directness of it. And it's something that I, really want more of. Being a leader is really hard. It's such a big leadership skill that I struggle with. So I really respected that.
Being direct. Yeah, I mean, I certainly, no one was more direct than Taco, it would seem. Yeah, because you were, I think you're the first person I've talked to today that, like, was, you're on the front lines, like, you were there competing in that challenge that she took over. How did that feel? Was that, like, really just, like, was that scary? Like, what was that like?
Oh, definitely scary. I think it was obviously very uncomfortable. Well, twofold, in the sense that, yes, we do have to kind of air everything that we maybe don't feel compelled to share. We have to kind of talk about up there. So there's that. But also just Meatpad's safety. I think we were all, like, worried about him, to be honest.
Sure. Yeah. No, it was a lot going on. I mean, you're trying to win the challenge. You're worried, well, what's Taco doing to any of it? Is Meatpad going to be safe? I can't imagine how you keep it all straight in that moment. And then, of course, you're also just learning so many things, not only about each other, but about yourselves.
Oh, absolutely. I think that played maybe into why I felt a little bit less nervous going into the elimination, because I felt like, going into the challenge, I was so worried about, winning immunity and not being voted out. But then towards the end of it, it really, my priority shifted,
I mean, you weren't really in control at that point. It was just kind of whatever was going to happen was going to happen. So
no, absolutely.
Yeah, there's almost like a weird comfort in returning to that elimination area, but at least, like, well, obviously it was a bit different because you had, Suitcase making this choice. So, there was sort of a twist on it, but there was something of a comforting familiarity to being in that zone, as opposed to the show being totally invaded by an outside force.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I feel so at home being back in the hotel with all of you. I feel like it was such a chaotic situation, that I feel, it was really a 180 just stepping in here.
Yeah. No, I mean, I could definitely feel that from you. And, I think, it's very big of you to say of like, because being a leader, I can't imagine having to have done that. I think it's a lot easier said than done. And I feel like something, and, forgive me if I'm mischaracterizing you in any way, but I feel like something that would define a lot of your tenure as team captain of the Grand Slams was, there was a lot of conflict brewing on your team, as is often the case on most teams, but there was definitely an effort on your part to sort of just like keep everyone, like not engaging in that conflict, but like you maybe weren't like cutting at the root of it. You know what I mean? It was like you were like, okay, everyone, let's be nice to each other, but like maybe sometimes you have to have the hard conversation in order to stop there being as many fights down the line.
Oh, you put it very eloquently there. Yeah, I think that was really my my main takeaway with all of it.
Thank you.
Yeah. I did kind of avoid those hard conversations, and I was like, "Huh, guys, just keep it together. Come on."
Right.
But that really isn't always the best solution. And sometimes when people are not acting the way they should be, you do have to have those challenging conversations, and that's why I do feel like I really failed Suitcase in those ways. So I just again really respected that she was very direct in her approach with voting me out, and her and Knife did have a relationship throughout the game that was very different than ours. So.
Yeah, no, that's, again, very big of you to say. And I guess on that subject, I'm curious then, I've been asking everyone tonight, when I remember, who they would want to win the second season of Inanimate Insanity. And I'm really curious, especially after everything that went down, and I think you should feel compelled to answer this question honestly. Don't be thinking about, oh, what do people want me to say in this moment, or what, who genuinely, like if you were on a truth platform right now, who would you say you want to win the season?
No, it's a really good question. Well, I've praised Suitcase quite a bit already. So to talk about Knife, though, one thing I really respect about him is that emotions were very high on the team with the Grand Slams. But I feel like Knife always made things very easy during the team portion of the game because he was very focused on the game. And I think a lot of us, including myself, got very caught up in the interpersonal dynamics of the team. And he was very focused on winning. And I think with that laser focus, you've seen what it's been able to do. So I really admire that, and I wish I had more of that. That being said, I feel like given everything Suitcase has been through, I do have to slightly lean that way, but it really depends on this final challenge. It's going to be really close. They're both very good competitors.
Yeah. No, I'm certainly very curious what kind of challenge it will be. I think that also may have a certain level of impact on who's going to have an advantage when it comes to winning here, but I think they both are very fierce competitors, and I think you outlined both of their strengths really, really well. I mean, and I hope you don't take it too hard that you were close to making it to the finish line. But I mean, look, I think it's quite an accomplishment to be able third place. Like that's quite something.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and not only that, I came second in the immunity challenge. So if
that's
I just built that fire a little quicker, maybe I would be in that finale. Close, but definitely better than last place in season 1. So.
Oh yeah, that's so true. You certainly came a long way. Yeah, I don't know if I could relate to finishing in last place in a season, but anyway, yeah, no, I mean that's really rough. I'm sorry that happened to you, but look, I mean to go from that, then you're like last place after all, rejoiners have rejoined, which again can't really relate to, but to then come so far in this competition, I think really shows a lot of growth competition wise. And now I think you could focus more on, the personal growth. Cause I think the game, while it is, its own thing, it's its own beast. It does show us something about ourselves deep down. And hopefully we can take that with us into, our daily lives, and that it's given you something. And maybe it's, if it's not worth all of the pain that it caused, maybe it at least can pay you back in some way. Not $1 million, but something. Yeah.
Yeah, no, very much appreciate that. I definitely want to take a lot of the lessons I learned from the game and implement them in real life. I think that would be amazing. And it's been great to see Nickel again, too, outside of the game.
So. Oh, of course. Well, I mean, you two were a dynamic duo, obviously. And I mean, I'm sure, it was very hard for you when he left. So I'm glad to see you both, you're both in the same place once again. And yeah, you two, you're a special pair, the both of you. It's nice. It's nice to see you together again, roaming the halls, up to mischief, up to no good.
Dynamic duo for sure. And thank you to the viewers for supporting. Really means a lot.
Yeah. Oh, always. Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you, Baseball. Yeah, you are welcome anytime in this chair.
Thank you so much.
All righty. You take care. All right. That was great. We really, I'm having such a wonderful time, everybody. This is such a treat. I hope you're all having a good time too. Let me check on the poll. It's still 50-50. We're 46 minutes in, 23,000 votes and counting. Knife and Suitcase, 50-50. This is incredible. Wow. Okay, well, we have time. I think just a couple more guests. Just a couple. Or one. We'll see. Well, actually, Well, this is interesting. Just because I'm looking at, I have my schedule here, and I see there's kind of a smudge on the schedule. I say, oh, wait. I'm seeing it says, oh, does she, Test Tube, did you want to, like, jump in the chair for just a little bit? Is that something you were interested in? Or you want to, oh, yeah, I mean, we can, if you want to, here, okay, hold on. Here. Yeah, I mean, Test, do you want to chat right now? Or
I would love to, please. Just for a minute. Hello.
Yeah. You know what, Test Tube? Yeah, for everyone who doesn't know, Test Tube usually behind the camera, but come on in, Test Tube. Great to see you.
Yay, golly! Very excited to be here. Yes, I couldn't help myself. I feel like I really enjoy being a part of the behind the scenes with the camera and everything. But it's really nice to just even have a moment in the chair. It's a very soft chair.
In front of the scenes. It's a special night. You should be a part of it. Where everyone can see you. That's where I agree.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Well, Test Tube. Let's ask you the question we've been asking everyone tonight. Who are you rooting for to win the second season of Inanimate Insanity?
Yeah, I feel like what I really enjoy about this finale is I feel like both of the finalists really bring something different to the table. And I feel like I have kind of a complicated relationship with both of them.
Right. That's fair.
But yeah, kind of what Baseball was saying with Knife, I really admire that he was very laser focused on winning the game. Even with everything going on with the alien invasion. And, clearly I was having trouble with all the pressure. So I really admire how laser focused he was. And I feel like something that Suitcase really excels at is I feel like everyone is very comfortable around Suitcase. She's very approachable. And I feel like there were definitely moments that were very stressful that having her around was really nice to talk to. So.
Okay. So what's your answer?
Oh, golly, I don't know. It's too hard.
Yeah.
All right. I'll say Team Knife. I think I really admire the gamesmanship, and I really admire his very laser focus. It's something that I try to implement in my science.
Yes, your science. Yeah. Well, let's take a moment to talk about that. Obviously, yeah. Have you been working on any? I know, obviously, you take pride in the fact that your laboratory is a secret one. Are there any inventions you could share, or perhaps even tease to the listeners, viewers at home?
This was a really tough one. Okay. Yeah. So this is probably the most challenging scientific invention that I've had yet. And, I've done a lot of cool things.
I know the one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Done the time machine, of course, been able to, go to alternate dimensions and whatnot. Right. But something I've been really struggling to figure out is how to get the perfect texture between crunchy and creamy peanut butter. And so, yeah. The science behind it is wild. No one would ever guess. And so I'm working on that now, and it's really getting there. It's very close.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think this is really important work. Not many people talk about it, and I'm not quite sure why, because I think it has an impact on everyone's quality of life. And at a certain point, it's just, I mean, if it is improving everyone's life, then like, why would you not want to pursue it? So I think this is going to be a real game changer for the world. So I really enjoy just seeing like you continue to make progress. It's been a couple years in progress right now, right? At this point.
No, absolutely. And I feel like, getting back to, how we first met on the show, and we've obviously become very tight, the two of us.
That's true.
I really, what's really nice too is obviously I love science and experiments, but I feel like we really just bonded on another level. That was really great. Just really talking about our interests in life. They really went beyond just science or Inanimate Insanity or the show. And I just really admired that. And again, while I am admiring Knife's gamesmanship and laser focus on the game, it was really nice to have those conversations that took you out of it during the game.
Yeah. No, I mean, I couldn't agree more with everything you just said. Yeah, it was a relationship. Yeah, it started in the game, but it certainly continued outside of it. And yeah, I mean, I could talk to you all night. I definitely will after we're done with this. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad we could squeeze you in for these 5 minutes. And yeah, I mean, great. Is there anything else you want to tell to everybody before you head on out or behind the camera?
Well, I was just gonna say I'll keep working on my invention. I know that peanut butter is gonna be perfect. Oh, and I'm really excited for the final guest.
Yes. Oh, yes. Exactly. Well, thank you so much, Test Tube. All right.
Great. Goodbye.
Bye, Test Tube. Oh, and there she goes, back behind the camera. Oh my goodness. Well, now is the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right. I told you at the beginning that we were broadcasting this live stream event from Hotel OJ. And perhaps, if I was able to swing it, we'd be able to get a visit from the man, the myth, the legend himself. That's right. I am pleased to announce that we were able to attain... The what? Sorry, what? What do you mean? We're live right now. Shoot, okay, what am I gonna... What did he say it? Was there any, like... I'm sorry, just give me a second, everyone. Oh! Oh, everyone's gonna be so... All right. That's why they canceled you. All right. Okay, everyone, change of plan. All right, so OJ, very, very busy guy running the hotel at all times, So, well, we were not able to secure him for an appearance today. Let me just tell you, we have the next best thing. That's right. OJ's right-hand man, what some could say. Our guest of honor tonight. That's right. You've all been waiting for it. Paper.
Hey everyone. I wasn't really expecting to come on out tonight.
Neither was I.
There's a bit of a change in schedule. What was that?
Neither was I. I mean, look, I always love to see you, Paper.
Besties, paper pals.
Yeah, no, we are paper pals. I mean, I'll be completely frank with you. All of my questions I prepared were for OJ. So, I don't know if you'll be able to answer any, because I mean, look at all right, first card here that I have is what you see, what's it like running a hotel? See, that doesn't apply to you at all, because you're just a guest here at Hotel OJ. You don't have any responsibility, so we could just crumble that up.
About that, I mean, I do quite a bit for Hotel OJ.
Oh, really?
I mean, whenever OJ's over to the left, some fires got to be put out on the right. You know what I mean?
Okay, I didn't realize that you were involved. So what's your role? Do you have an official title here in the hotel?
Well, no. Well, my title is Paper.
Paper. Yeah, well, that's your name. But do you have a position, a role, a job?
OJ's in charge, and
right.
I don't really have a title because in theory I'm supposed to just be a guest who gets all the accommodations, same as everyone else without having to do the work for it.
Right.
But
yeah.
I also have to clean up everything and I'll cook some meals and do the dishes and organize all the reconstruction, and whenever we have the Hotel OJ Casino, when we were doing that big project that we loved and did for many months, I was running things there and construction and planting some flowers, and I kind of do everything around here.
Now I want to I want to return to one thing that you said. I perked up when you said this, because you said you have to do these things. What do you mean have to? Who's making you do these things? How did this start?
I suppose have to is, not the exact perfect wording for it.
Okay.
But,
now's your chance to change the wording.
I saw that OJ needed, just a little bit of help once, and, Yin Yang was causing a big scene and throwing things around. And
so OJ came to you. He came to you for help, or did you approach OJ?
Well, kind of not. I stepped in. I did the job. I got things figured out, sorted through, made everyone feel a little comfortable, and then OJ said, "You did really good with that. You should do that maybe a little bit more often." And I'm like, "Oh, if you think I did a really good job, I guess I could do it some more." And then you kind of tumble on into these kinds of things.
Okay, I need you to hold that thought, Paper, because there has been a cosmic shift in the poll. Knife is now leading. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait, no, it went back and forth.
What's
Knife was
going on?
leading 51-49, and then it went to 50-50, and then it went back. Knife 51-49, and now it's back 50-50. Oh, my goodness, Paper. Oh, my goodness. Wait, Knife 51-49. Oh, well, it's back to 50-50. Oh, wait, it's 51-49. I'm not even joking, folks. I'm taking so many screenshots, but I can't keep up. I can't keep up, folks. I'm gonna be logging all of these. I'm gonna have a whole scrapbook. Oh, my gosh. Oh, wait, that's right. Hold
This
on.
is a once-in-a-lifetime event, assuming, there's only one event.
Right.
But here at the Hotel OJ party, hop, 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 we are hopping ready for a big, exciting finale. So it seems that there's a 50% chance that the person who wins is going to get you all hopping excited.
Now you're really keying in on this hop thing. I have to ask, like, is it like
I love it.
It's the Hotel OJ party, so like, I mean, the acronym would be like HOJP, like right?
My name is OJ, so
it's orange juice, so it would be Hodgep, not hot.
Of the name, like I don't, hotel. I don't do HT for that.
But there's no space. Orange juice has a nice space. It's 2 words, so I think it's Hodgep.
There's a space?
No question. Yeah, in orange juice? Are you kidding me?
Well, it goes by.
Sorry, I know that came off rude.
When you type out the letters OJ, you put a space in between.
No, them? Okay, no. Now you're mixing it up. No, OJ in and of itself.
I'm mixing it up. You're getting so confused. You think you know OJ better than I know OJ?
I did not say that, Paper. I did not. Okay, I've clearly touched a nerve here. Listen, when you do an acronym, you put all of the letters together, no spaces. But when you actually say what the acronym is out loud, then the spaces come into play. You see? So it would be Hodgep.
You're not typing the letters as you say.
It's Hodgep. It's Hodgep. It's Hodgep. I'm sorry.
Hodgep? What?
It's Hodgep. All right. You know what? Enough of this poll. I'm going to end this poll.
It doesn't even roll off the tongue.
Well, that's exactly my point. Why would you have done that? Why would you have done that?
Hop is fun. Hop is fun.
All right. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to set up a new poll to see what people say about this. But I also just want to, like, anecdotally ask the chat: is it hop or Hodgep when you're talking about the Hotel OJ party, Hotel Orange Juice party?
I think you're trying to sway people in one certain direction.
I'm not swaying. I'm just saying what is it called? What is the party called?
The Hotel OJ party.
And what does OJ say? Oh wait, OJ. Wait. OJ in and of itself is an acronym. So go on, say what OJ stands for.
But we're not saying orange juice, are we? Are we saying orange juice right now? Or are we saying OJ?
All right, a lot of the chat is saying hop. I'm just going to let you have this one. Okay.
That's a hopping win for us. Well, come on. You wouldn't want to be at the Hodgep party.
No, I wouldn't.
This kind of just works out for everyone.
All right, whatever. Okay. All right.
Yeah, let's take a breath. Usually I like to sort things out and make things all calm and chill, but I understand that I caused quite the ruckus today. So let's
Okay.
Can you make that noise?
No. So, Paper, I want to know, who do you think should win the second season of Inanimate Insanity? I know, obviously, you have some history with Knife, and you kind of have none with Suitcase. So, go ahead.
You beat me to it, fan. I mean, here's the issue, right?
Yeah.
I don't know a thing about Suitcase. I mean, I didn't compete with her. I suppose when some people come back to the hotel who have a history with her, they're like, yeah, she's pretty nice. And I'm like, oh, I like when people are nice. That's pretty cool. So you would think that, it kind of just makes sense that by default, since we have, history and all, we've had a lot of time together and such, just makes sense. Go for Knife.
Wow.
But he's a jerk.
I feel like I'm getting some mixed messages from you right now, Paper, because like you really have a lot of issues with Knife, but you actually would be rooting for Knife.
Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm saying despite the fact that I don't know a thing about Suitcase, of course I'm going to root for her, because Knife is...
I'm sorry, I'm only half paying attention. Sorry. Continue.
I appreciate you anyway. Knife is mean? Knife is a bully? Why would anyone want to root for him? Yeah, maybe he did a few challenges well or whatever, but Knife will rip me apart given the chance. I don't get it. But, maybe I don't need to get it because thinks it's just okay to root for the guy.
Does that bother you?
A little bit, but I don't want to tell people what to do.
Oh, go ahead.
You're a fan of him,
Oh, go
I
ahead.
just
Tell them.
know who to not ever interact with.
Go ahead and tell them how you feel. I mean, that's why you're here. Share your opinion.
I don't. In front of all 8 people listening?
Yeah, well, there's more than 8. That's a little insulting. You think I could get a crowd more than 8?
How many more than 8 are there?
Let's not say for your own sake.
Okay, I just have to see this as though there's 10 people here and be prepared.
That's gonna be hard because it's over 8,000. Sorry, just slipped out. Slipped out. Sorry.
Well, for the 4,000 who voted for Knife, just know that you are supporting. Do I say this word? Is it okay? Am I allowed to say this on
I
stream?
don't know what word you're going to say.
It's the P word.
What? I don't know what word you're... Whisper it in my ear. You just made some nonsense sounds right now. Can you actually whisper the word in my ear, please?
That they would hear it.
Just say the word. Just say it.
Bully!
What?
He's a bully.
I thought you said P word. Bully starts with a B.
B word. B word.
Oh, I thought you said P word. I was like,
no. P would be like a puh. Like a puh.
Oh. This has been very educational, Paper, I have to say.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I enjoy the fact that you have your opinions, and I certainly have mine, and we don't have to agree on everything. I think it's important.
Do you have an opinion on who should win?
Well, it's not my place to say. I'm the moderator of the event.
Place. It's very specifically your place.
It would insult the integrity of the live stream if I were to share my opinion. I established this up front. I think it makes sense to me. This is my own internal logic, and it's my show. So if that's the call that I made, then I don't think that I should have to disclose any opinion one way or another. I think that's fair.
Fine. Then I don't very much care either.
Oh, you don't care to hear my opinion? Well, that much I knew.
I didn't mean it. I was just kind of like, trying to be a funny person who goes with the bit. I mean...
Yeah. You go with the bit, all right. Yeah, you really go with the bit, Paper. You know what? Yeah, just go with the bit. I'll go with the bit too. Yeah, this has been such a great time talking to each other, I think. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. So everyone's been waiting for a long time for like the FFF Paper interview. There was a lot of controversy about this, and I think
why didn't it happen, huh?
I wanted to do it. Salt and Pepper encroached upon my territory. You saw. I was happy to have it happen. I invited you for a reason. We were sharing a laugh.
And then we had a Paper interview, and then you just sail on off to some concert.
Hey, we're not going to talk about that right now. Okay? We're not going to talk about that right now. Please. Paper. Come on. That's not what this night is about. This night is about, we are approaching the end of Inanimate Insanity 2. You understand that? You understand how big of a deal that is? You know how long everyone has been waiting for this resolution? This is huge. This is massive. Okay? It's not about you or me.
It's been going around, almost as long as I've lived in this hotel. So I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah. No, it is a very... Look,
it's like entire lives by this point.
It is a very, very big deal. So, yeah, and I for one, am excited to see how it all turns out. I'm sure everyone else who's watching is also very much interested to see how it'll play out too. And I hope we all are satisfied. It's hard sometimes because you can't always appeal to everyone, but it's definitely it's been great finally having this interview with you, Paper. I am sorry that it took this long. I think I had very understandable reasons that were outside of my control for why it took this long, but it is what it is. Okay? Do you accept that? Can you accept that or no?
I do, Fan. I do.
Okay, that's all I'm asking. That is all I'm asking. And by the way, the chat is...
Pals?
What's that?
Are we still going to be Paper Puppet Pals going forward?
We will be. I just wanted to let you know that the chat is saying, like, it's Hajip in their heart. So I think the tide is
You
turning.
said they were saying hop before. What
Well,
changed?
I'm trying to pull up an example. It won't let me. I'm trying to scroll up, but it won't let me pick it. Jay, I see you in the chat, Jay. I'm trying to click your comment. Wait, no, it zoomed away. Hold on, I'm gonna get it. You watch. Hold on. I have evidence. I will show you.
Well, you know what? If we can't, figure out all this with the quote-unquote audience, that sounds like it's more than 10 people. I mean, we do have a whole bunch of other people, out back who could give their opinions.
Well, I mean, Paper, I scheduled them all. They only had time to speak individually. I don't think that we're going to be able to get them all again. Running a show like this, it's very difficult. It takes a lot of coordination. You call that talent coordination. But, they're all back there. Oh, they're all back there.
Oh, hey, guys.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait. If they want to all come... Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. I'm gonna invite them all. Hey, yeah. Everyone, come back.
What? You wanted us back?
Oh,
Hello.
I thought my spot was over.
Come on.
Yeah, an encore performance.
I have a question. Paper, I saw a bunch of flyers in the lobby that said hop. What does that mean?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It is the Hotel OJ Party.
You really
Wouldn't
got
that-
to that
wouldn't that be
conclusion, didn't
There
you?
we go.
Yeah,
There we go.
Wouldn't it be Hajip?
Exactly.
You just go with this one. You just go with it.
No.
Huh?
I think it's Hop because
Why?
it's OJ is his name. So it's the first letter of his name.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah.
his names are
What does OJ stand for?
initials.
Wow.
What does OJ stand for?
His name is already an acronym.
Yeah.
Look, like, okay, look, say I was doing an acronym where the P stood for PB, like, would you just ignore the B?
Exactly.
In this context, I think so. Maybe.
So wait,
like-
Yeah,
if it was,
I would.
if it was
Context, just throw out
Hotel
all
OJ Paintbrush, would it be Hop or would it be Hodge Papa?
Hodge
It's so
Papa.
funny.
This is
I prefer
anarchy.
that one.
It would be Hajip. Unless we are just throwing out the entire rule book.
But
of how
wait, what
we
if the B
communicate.
from the PB actually stood for baseball? Then it would be Hodge Papa.
Oh dear, we're just stuttering and stammering all day long. Look, you know what? When Knife and Suitcase walk in here tomorrow, I guarantee one of them is going to make a comment about. Paper? Let's shake on it. If one of them says something about this, you trust me. If they, and I'm sure one of them will say something on it. Do you? I'm going to bet you
clearly
10
one
big
of them
ones.
is going to say
10 big
hop.
ones.
One of them's going to say
Paper.
hop, and it's probably going to be Suitcase because Suitcase is the cool one.
Well,
Paper, I have your back. We both have vertical stripes.
well,
It's
Knife.
all baseball.
But Knife is going
Nice.
to point out that the acronym doesn't make sense. You watch. I know. I've studied you all. I have studied you all.
Well, that's not
You
creepy
don't
at
need
all.
to say that
I
out loud.
was
Right,
kind of with you, Fan, until you said you studied us all. Then
Well,
suddenly I'm like,
It's funny when
okay.
Fan gets mad.
It was in the past. Everyone, this was in the past. This was just who I was. This is when I was watching the show. It's before I look. Hey, let's not forget. We're fired up about Hop, right? That's what we're mad about. Hop, not me.
Hop.
Well, you need to stop
I
fanning
guess you haven't been
flames.
that invasive. It's not like you've been going into our rooms at the hotel or anything to find out more about us.
No.
Everyone, just
Well-
stop! Stop! Hi, sorry, it's me, Test
Test
Tube.
Tube.
Hi, I know I'm not supposed to be on the stream right now. I'm kind of backstage.
No, you're okay.
But we have a lot of viewer questions. There's a lot of people who
Oh.
want to hear from you guys, and I feel like you don't need to be talking about an acronym for this long.
Fair.
Ooh, audience
That's fair.
participation.
Calling us out,
Right.
very well deserved.
All right, let's
Yeah.
start looking at them then.
Test tube.
Sorry.
Give us a question.
Is there any questions
Okay.
you want to share? Yeah.
All right, well, here's what I'll say. The chat is going really, really quick. So
Sure.
while I'm looking for a question, what is your favorite food? And we're gonna go from left to right.
Okay, Paper, you go.
You ever have one of those like mile-high pies?
No.
Ugh, I'm not a fan.
Really?
Fan
You've
might
had?
not into it.
Baseball, go.
Well, I see a question here. Is Tissue's going to show up? Yeah, I mean he's around in the hotel, so
He's in his room.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
think he was
he's
invited
proud.
to this stream, but he had to call in sick. Like
He was
got
feeling a
really
little
sick
under the
last
weather.
minute.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
yesterday also.
So,
Yeah, and
but
last
to answer your
people-
question, I really like a good omelet. Yeah, omelets are good.
You know,
Baseball?
Yeah.
There's an egg thing. There's like an
Oh,
egg
oh,
building.
oh.
Have you seen the posters around the hotel?
Yeah.
So many people at the
That's a little
hotel
awkward.
have,
So, paintbrush.
sensitivities.
Paintbrush. What do you like to eat?
Oh my goodness.
I'm a pizza type of person myself, honestly.
Perfectly plain.
You like regular pizzas or like cookie pizzas?
You know, I used to not really understand the appeal of cookie pizzas, but I think I've come around to it.
We call that growth. We call that growth.
Yeah.
Cheesy.
Do you like a cheese pizza?
That's a little inappropriate.
What are you implying, Balloon?
Oh, nothing at all. What's your favorite food, Cheesy?
Well, I have 2 favorite foods because I'm that awesome. My first favorite food is matzo crackers because they have a nice little crunchy sound and they're super nice. But my second favorite food of all time are Parmesan crisps because they're just so yummy and crispy.
Wait.
What? What's so funny?
Why is everybody laughing? I don't understand.
Well, Cheesy, I don't think that's a very good, thing to say. You're cheese.
Why does everyone keep saying that? It doesn't make any sense.
It took me a second.
I'm so confused.
I like strawberries.
I want to make it clear, you all got mad at me for the omelet thing. That was...
Oh,
that was messed up, baseball. I like strawberries. I like lasagna. There's a lot of foods I like. I like chocolate
Just
chip
list
cookies.
them. Let's just hear it for a few minutes.
I like, not a big fan of
good
celery.
content. Yeah.
I like,
Give me some
like
nice
really good
spaghetti. That's
soup.
all I need. All right, we're moving on. Astra Plays asked, what are your favorite hobbies? I like watching TV and then talking about TV. And then I watch it again. And I talk about it some more.
All right, from right to left this time. So Balloon's up next.
Well, I like writing poetry, which I sometimes do spontaneously as of like half an hour ago.
Yeah. You did good. You did good.
Oh, thank you. Cheesy,
Right,
what's your hobby?
Well, I have 2 favorite hobbies. Number 1, comedy. I'm gonna make it big one day, obviously. But my second favorite hobby is playing video games. Specifically, the Super Plumber Bros. That's my favorite video game.
Oh my goodness, Cheesy, you have 2 favorite foods, 2 hobbies. It's like you're 2 different people.
There's a divide within you, Cheesy.
I'm just double the fun.
There, done that.
Oh,
Paintbrush, you.
I think it might be a bit obvious to say, but I do partake in painting.
You do? You have a class?
What?
Yeah.
You actually made a really controversial painting like not that long ago.
No comment.
No
comment.
We don't need, I don't know why you brought that up, Balloon.
No comment.
All right. Guess we're not talking about that.
No.
All right, well, moving on.
Oh,
A hobby that I really like is cooking. And Test Tube and I actually had talked about the whole peanut butter thing, so it was really nice to hear her talk about it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
So, I really like cooking omelets.
Aw.
That can't be your favorite food.
Wait. I'm sorry. It takes me a second. Omelets? Are you kidding me? You're gonna come into my show and you're gonna say omelets? Are you serious?
Paper, buddy. What's your favorite hobby?
Okay, well, I've gotten really, really into event planning as of late. I mean, obviously not this one because this is very much fans department. But anytime that we could like set up like a little like movie night or like a trivia contest or anything that really brings everyone together, it just it just feels really good knowing that everyone's having a really fun time together.
I'll remember to hire you for my next comedy show.
Yeah.
I'm your new agent.
I'm sure it was a great answer. All I could hear was just a high-pitched buzzing. But Evil Leafy asked, question, what's y'all's favorite show? Well, I mean, Inanimate Insanity is mine, obviously. What about yours? You have any favorite show?
Oh, Balloon, you go next.
Oh, I don't know. I've been really, I like Inanimate Insanity, of course. I've been really getting into this other one it's called like, the Battle for the Island.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about. I know the one you're talking about.
I don't know. It's kind of up and coming. It's kind of new. I hadn't really heard of it before. I've been But I've been getting kind of into
partially
it lately.
inspired by Inanimate Insanity, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing. It
Good
does
for
feel,
them.
a
You know
little
what?
derivative, but it's
Well-
it's like trying to be its own thing.
Well, yeah. Look, we'll look it up. We'll post a link to it later because I think they could use the boost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite show, Cheesy?
Oh, well, I actually have 2 favorite shows. Because
Oh,
Of course
I'm
you
just-
do
do.
you really now?
yeah,
One-upping
of
us
course.
again.
My first favorite show is Lost and Found, where people lose stuff and then they find them again. It gets me super
Could have never
emotional.
guessed. What a twist.
Yeah, I never see it coming. But
Okay.
I also really like anime, and my favorite anime is My Sidekick School because I really just love the emotional arcs and the fight scenes. Hacha!
Wow.
What about you,
okay.
Paintbrush?
It really is.
Whoa, watch where you're kicking, Cheesy. That was
Oh.
right
Sorry.
by me.
I don't know.
Popped.
I've been
That
kind
would
of
be funny.
honestly,
Whoa.
honestly, I've been kind of getting into cooking shows lately.
Okay. I see you.
Do you like it when they cook omelets?
I hope not. I would change the channel immediately.
Whoa!
Look,
Sensitive content.
why do we got to bring this topic up? No, yeah, I don't keep
Favorite
it
show,
on. if they're-
baseball. Favorite
Look.
show.
It's funny that Paintbrush brought up cooking shows.
Oh
because-
my goodness. Are you going to say
Yeah.
like the omelet channel or something?
No,
Get out of here.
no. Okay, I was just going to talk about one of my favorite cooking shows. Unfortunately, they are not making the show anymore. But it was one of my
Oh,
favorites.
no.
Is Not So Spoiled Cooking with Spoiled Lemon. And Starfruit
Wow.
was such a questionable cook, but he really won me over in the show.
That was that was kind of at like the peak of their fame. He definitely, I don't know where they saw like the overlap between like someone who'd watch a cooking show and fans of Spoiled Lemon. I guess maybe that was the point, that they were trying to like either turn Spoiled Lemon fans into cooks or vice versa. But yeah, it definitely, I mean, it was a good, I liked the 4 episodes that they made. I think they were good. I got the complete series box set.
I didn't know there was a 4th episode. I thought it was only 3. Oh, wow.
They
the
didn't
point of
air
the
the 4th
series-
one on TV. Yeah.
I think the
Oh,
point
wow.
of the series fan was to illustrate how a good cook could come from anywhere.
Right. That's so true. Unfortunately, Starfruit didn't exactly help prove that point, but the heart was there. Paper.
Not in his case, but in other cases,
Right.
sometimes.
Right. Yeah. Paper. Favorite show.
Oh, is anyone else a fan of Starry's Galaxy?
Oh yeah, I've seen a few episodes.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
I haven't heard of it.
I like the musical
It's like
numbers.
a cool little fantasy show, and everyone gets to cry. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, that sounds up my alley.
I like
Crying
it. I
is
hope they
really
make
good
more.
for my, my form, but you gotta let it out every once in a while.
Yeah, they should make more of it. I miss it.
I like when the characters go poof because it's funny.
Is that the
God.
show that did that like post show like mini series about like all of them like a year later?
Right, the epilogue limited series. Yeah.
That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt here. But I think Taco actually asked a question.
What?
Whoa!
So,
Taco?
Whoa!
Did he get here?
Whoa!
No!
She's asking us to pick our favorite friend.
Pick our
Ooh.
favorite. We're not. I can't. Well,
let's
actually, I
start
can
with
do that.
paper because that would be funny.
It didn't work out for me
Pick a
last
friend
time.
that she's gonna like murder or something.
No, just pick your favorite friend. Go on, paper. You go, hunt. Pick.
I'll pick my favorite friends.
Paper's pick.
Yeah. This might come as a shock to some, but and no offense to anyone else, but I do think Gojay's pretty cool.
And everyone yelled in utter
In a
surprise.
shocking blindside.
I am very surprised.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
it's
Gas.
nice to get that off my chest.
Let's move. Yeah. All right. Once I pick myself back up the floor, let's move it down the line.
All right. Well, was gonna say, I mean, Nickel is definitely my best friend. I think we get along really well, and
Yeah.
I feel like we really bounce off each other really well. But me and Pickle are also really tight. So
That's nice.
yeah.
Paintbrush.
I won't bury the lead here. I think my favorite friend I've made along the way is definitely Lightbulb.
Yeah. You know what? That makes sense. And I'm
I-
gonna actually go ahead. Sorry. Finish.
I was gonna say, I know, complete shocker.
Right. I want to skip over you, Cheesy. Balloon, I want you to
What?
say yours.
Why
So hold on. We'll get
skip
back to
over
you.
me?
We'll get back to you. I have a question.
Well, I mean, the first person that comes to mind is Suitcase.
Yeah.
But I've also really been getting along with Nickel lately.
What?
So I'd say it's a toss-up.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, I obviously would say test tube.
Drama.
So the reason that I saved cheesy for the middle is that I feel like all the rest of us have like clear, like obvious answers. No one would debate. But cheesy, when it comes to like your favorite friend, I think that actually is truly an enigma. I have no idea who you are going to say.
Your one single favorite friend.
Yeah, pick your favorite friend.
Well,
You have to be single?
One friend.
Actually, wow,
Yes,
I didn't realize it was such a loaded question. But I actually
Locked and loaded.
have 2 favorite.
Oh
friends.
my goodness!
No!
No! One! That's
You
it!
need to pick
One.
one.
One friend.
One friend.
Yes!
Well, I guess if I had to choose only one favorite friend, I guess I'd have to go with microphone.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, actually.
She really brought something out of me that I didn't even know I had. And that is personal growth and even more refined passion for going towards my goals.
I still don't know if you have it, but that's great. Oh, wonderful.
Who else were you going to say?
What?
Who else were you going to say? You said you had 2.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, okay.
I'm curious now.
Now you're second. Now,
Well-
now we need to know.
My second favorite friend is Paper because he's fun to swim with.
What?
Yeah, well, I mean, not exactly swim. I'm not particularly good at that, or nor is it healthy for me. But we set up a bit of a contraption to make it work. It's been a lot of fun.
But you swim in the air, and that's not how you're supposed to swim. It's funny
You're the one who decided that I would be doing that.
because it was funny, but it also made you smile, which is the most important thing in the end.
So do you want me to smile, or do you want me to do things the right way? I'm getting mixed messages.
Yes.
Oh, because it's 2 different answers.
You got it. Double the
Okay.
fun.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, Fan, you didn't mention your favorite friend. I
I
noticed
said
that.
YouTube. I said you. I said obviously
When?
you.
Oh,
I said it.
Oh golly, I'm sorry. I think I just got really distracted by all the
It's okay.
questions. Look over here. It's another one.
Okay.
Ooh, let's look at that thing.
Display. Who are your favorite hosts / co-hosts? Yeah, Meatpad does a really good job. I gotta say. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I really like Meatpad a lot, to be honest.
He's really nice.
Dan's just gonna ditch the question. I see how it is.
What do you mean? What? I didn't ditch the. Is everyone listening when I answer a question? I said Meatpad. What are you talking about?
He's your favorite friend?
I know. I
it's
said
a new
favorite
question.
host or co-host. I said
When you
test
said
tube
test
as
tube
my
for your
favorite
friend
Or you
before.
you're selective hearing over here. Okay. Oh well, cheesy. Hold on. Let me ask you the question again because you probably missed it. Who are your favorite hosts or co-hosts? Go ahead.
Well, I actually have.
Actually, we're gonna
Two
skip you
favorite
for now,
co-hosts.
cheesy. We're gonna skip you for now. Paintbrush. Go ahead.
Yay!
I guess out of all of them, I'd have to agree with you, Fan, and say Meatpad.
Okay. Yeah. Baseball.
Yeah, no argument there. But I will say, I don't know if this really counts, but I really appreciated Puffball Speaker Box's really, really cool voice.
Yes.
So,
Good voice. Paper. Go ahead. You got it.
Well, I mean, I've only got to hang out with one host, so I'm gonna go with MePhone, the OJ, the I meant to say OG. It sounded like
speaking
I said
of-
OJ.
Wow,
for some
what a
reason.
Freudian slip.
Look at this.
that's an L.
Okay, fan. It's hot up in my heart. I found it, Jay. I found it. See? And they paid $5. They believe this
How
was $5.
far did you scroll for that?
Not
Are we still on that?
Okay. Cheesy.
Yeah,
Who
I
was your
think that
favorite
we
host
should
or co-host?
default back to the original, the OJ.
Cheesy.
Well, before I was so rudely interrupted, I will say I have 2 favorite
Oh,
hosts.
just get on with it.
Fine. Toilet and me phone, of course.
Okay, great.
Oh,
If
I
you had
haven't
to
heard
pick
from
one, who
Toilet
would
in
it
a
be?
while. Hope he's all right.
He's
If
probably
I
fine.
had to pick one, I'd probably pick Toilet because he's so funny. He makes me laugh.
I understand. That's what you value most. All right.
Yes.
Chuggy, a little chuggy over here asked, what episode was your favorite? I have to say it was the one when I nearly died when I got abducted by aliens. Because I don't know, test tube. That was a big bonding experience for the two of us. I know we got a lot of those, but that one was pretty heightened, I must say.
Very much so.
I really liked seeing Suitcase come clean about a lot of things that were on her mind in Truth or Flare. Also, who knew Taco could sing like that? Like, wow.
Yeah, that was some good pipes.
Yeah, I really wish I could appreciate it more, but I was being questioned for my life during the challenge, so I didn't really enjoy it.
All right, but from a viewer perspective, it was actually very, very well. It was very
objectively.
entertaining.
It was very
Went on
beautiful.
IMDb.
It was excellent television.
Yeah,
it was very good.
Cheesy, what was your favorite episode?
Do you
don't do it. Don't do it. No.
I think my favorite episode is the first episode because we were all together on that really cool, fun block of ice sliding around.
That's Sony
having a good time.
Well, not the first episode ever, but I see what you mean.
Well, it was Cheesy's first episode.
Yeah, and that's all that matters.
I thought I saw Cheesy earlier. I thought so. Maybe not.
That's
I don't
true.
know.
I'm not allowed to talk about that in my contract.
Oh.
Anyway, what about
sorry
you,
about that.
Paintbrush?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think I got to agree with Balloon that Truth or Flare was a pretty great episode. I mean,
True.
pretty
Surprise appearance by you.
pretty great song. I mean, great surprise appearance by yours truly, and of course, I got to reunite with my favorite person. What's there not to love?
Yeah, my cameo
Yeah.
was non-speaking, but yeah.
Yeah.
Again, contract.
Sure.
For my favorite episode, that's tough. I will say one of my least favorite episodes was the Arena of Death because, seeing those rocks, I actually have kind of a little bit of a phobia of rocks now. I get a little nervous about them because it took me out of the game, and then I was last place. I know it's pretty scary walking around. So not a fan of rocks. But I really enjoyed. Even though there was a lot of drama, I really liked the maze challenge, and typically I find mazes to be very fun. Now that one wasn't as fun because I was getting electrocuted.
Right.
Yeah, but
Funny.
And paper.
yeah, shocking.
Oh, I get it.
Well, I considered saying the big wrestling challenge, not because of anything that happened in particular during the wrestling
Be
challenge.
careful,
but,
don't talk about boxing. Baseball's right there.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Well, you see,
I'm just gonna step over here.
Yeah, just be safe.
Pets. Well, I did have a moment of personal growth during that time, but since y'all didn't see that, I can't really talk about that. There was I really enjoyed the tile divide episode where there was the big tiles that you could you slipped off, you step on the wrong one, because I feel like that was the real first time that after I was dealing with a lot of difficulties in the middle of the season, me and OJ were like a perfect tag team, in it to win it.
And that was also the first
really hit
time
my
I saw
stride.
the first time I saw a challenge like that be done in a reality show. I felt like with the stepping on the tiles, and then I thought that was really, and I'm surprised that no one's done it since. Like, I think it's a really good idea. Yeah. Oh,
I'm
Beat
gonna
Sleep.
pitch it to my new Netflix show.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea, Paper. So favorite song? Oh, well, I mean, for me, of course, it's Spoiled Lemons, A Party, an oldie but a goodie.
Like I was saying before, I really like that whole tirade that Taco went on in the most recent episode.
Yes.
I don't know if the song had a name or anything, but I really liked that.
Yes. Yeah. If she ever decides to name it something, then I think she would go platinum.
Well, I could sing my favorite song for everybody if you want.
Go ahead.
I know a song that gets on everybody's nerves.
All right. Next
Everybody's
up
nerves.
is Paintbrush.
Paintbrush.
Yeah,
I know a song
paper.
like that. It's gonna be in my head the rest of the day. I think Paintbrush is having some technical difficulties. We should probably move on to baseball.
Okay.
Oh, well, I have a favorite. I don't know if any of you know it. It's a ball. It's got a rubber ball. It's a ball.
Got a rubber ball.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
Such a classic.
Classic. Here, Paintbrush. If you want to answer now, I know you had to go get a drink. You good? Or maybe not. Oh, it's all right. Paper. You know what? You go ahead and you answer.
For seriouslys?
Yeah, you for seriouslys.
Okay, well, this one is like kind of embarrassing. Have you ever do you watch a lot of TV growing up? A lot of commercials?
Yeah.
Like I kind of really like the Springtastic jingle. How's it go? Like a spring tastic.
Oh, I remember that. The
Oh,
cereal,
that is such
the
a
cereal
throwback.
one, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but
I
like
like it.
it's kind of a banger.
Wait a minute. I recognize that song, but I don't really remember how.
Neither
What
do
do you
I.
think of
Listen
what
to
do
it
you
a bunch
think
as a
about
kid
this
and all
song,
that.
Paintbrush?
It's like deep in the subconscious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I can't. Huh.
Fan, I think you gotta press Paintbrush's mic
sorry.
button.
Go ahead, Paintbrush.
Oh, am I
Do you
here?
have a favorite song?
Can you
Yeah.
can you all finally hear me? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead, Paintbrush.
Okay. So was the question favorite song? I kind of zoned out for a second.
Favorite song.
What's your
you got
favorite
it.
song, Paintbrush?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I think Lightbulb would know what my favorite song is, but I think she forgot.
Oh,
She forgot. She forgot.
She forgot. All right. Well, I have to address this comment from Shadow Void Realm because they donated $99.99, saying that they didn't know why they're doing this because they're going to be broke, but to please notice them. I notice you, Shadow Void Realm. Even in this void, I have seen you. Be
So
noticed.
many nines.
I know.
That was beautiful.
What's so nice?
Classic.
I'm also
beats.
noticing Shadow Void Realm right now.
Oh yes. Ooh, Miss Eve. How has Trophy been? Has he softened up at all?
Nope.
No.
Oh, that's actually really unfortunate to hear.
I kind
yeah.
of try to avoid him at all costs.
You know, when I came into
We're
the
not-
hotel, I did see him because I haven't seen him obviously since he was basically voted out of the game. And I said, "Oh, Trophy, how have you been?" And he, this is kind of weird to say, but he was drinking basically a soda, and he just kind of threw it on the ground and walked away. It was really, really weird.
He does that a lot. That's kind of like his main move, I would say.
I saw Trophy
Yeah.
sun tanning out back of Hotel OJ once, and it was such a hot day, but the metal was softening a little. But that was the softest I ever saw Trophy.
Whoa.
Right. That's
Yeah.
that was
I don't really
crazy.
talk to Trophy that much. Gotta be honest.
Oh my goodness! Wait, Baxter got on the keyboard and asked how the hotel is. Baxter,
Baxter, who's
You silly crab!
Well,
Baxter,
I
how-
actually, yeah,
You know you're not allowed to be on the internet past 8 p.m.
What?
Who's your
that
bedtime?
is concerning. But I do want to say, you know, I really want to give Paper a shout out and OJ for everything they do for the hotel. I feel like I felt very welcomed ever since being eliminated, and just those sheets are so soft.
I'm
Amazing.
really appreciative. But I mean, you don't need to thank me. It's all, it's all OJ's thing.
Yeah.
Baxter,
take the
how
credit.
did you-
Take the credit.
Yeah.
I have two questions. Baxter, what are you doing up so late too? Whose 1999 is that?
Wait a minute. Where's my wallet?
Okay,
And I can't think of a better way to wrap it up.
Balloon.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, that's not a good way to end it. That's not a good.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No. Why would someone say this about? This is a celebration of the show. Everyone say boo, boo.
My goodness. We're not gross. We're great.
We're
I hope
great.
I
That must
scared
be what
you.
they meant to type.
Boo.
All right, we are going to pick one last question. So I'm going to look for the best. Let's all look for, and if anyone sees a question that they feel very strongly about, feel free.
Cheesy, why don't you regale us all with your song while we look for a question?
Yes, go. Regale.
Absolutely. I know a song that gets on everybody's
why did we
nerves.
that?
No!
Everybody's
Oh, nerves. Everybody's nerves.
No!
I know a song that gets everybody nervous.
This is
Okay.
Why?
Did anyone find it? Did
I
anyone
bet
find
that
it?
got on fans'
Anyone find it?
nerves. And that
Anyone
makes
find a
me
good-
happy.
Oh my goodness. Please tell me someone found a question. All right.
Oh, here's one.
Good. Amory. Oh, how are you feeling now that you've been eliminated? You know, this is a great question, actually. I think it lets us all reflect on our time in this show and how it came to how it drew to a close. I'll start. Well, for me, like I was kind of alluding to earlier, it felt like it was just the end of the road for me, like the end of my life. I couldn't really see a path forward, and it was really scary for a bit. But then I realized, with the help of Test Tube, that there was more than just the show. And now, I'm feeling in a much better place. And honestly, I think if I didn't have this experience of being able to be a part of my favorite show, I never would have realized that there could be something other than this show. So ironically, I have the show to thank for showing me that there's more than the show. Did I say the word show enough?
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Thanks, Test Tube.
I don't know. I just hear a high-pitched buzzing over there.
Shut up!
You said to me.
All right, paper has been removed. Balloon, you go ahead.
I know a song that gets on it. Oh, sorry. What? Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I wasn't listening. Oh, how am I feeling now that I've been eliminated? Well, I touched on this a little bit earlier when I was talking with you, Fan. Obviously it's a little bit disappointing to be eliminated from the game. You try so hard. It's so competitive, but at the same time, like, getting to hang out at Hotel OJ with everyone and kind of be away from the stress of the competition and all the pressure. It's kind of nice. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So,
True, my friend.
just kicking it. What do you think, Cheesy?
I got one thing to say.
Only one.
Only one.
Everybody's
Okay.
a critic.
Okay.
All right.
That's all right. Next.
Well, I think at the I was disappointed. I'm always disappointed when I get eliminated, but I think at the end of the day, similar to you, fan, I think I found people that showed me that it's not just about the game. At the end of the day, I got to return to so many wonderful people who I'm consider family, and at the end of the day, I think that's what matters most.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Aww.
All right,
is very
baseball, you
nice.
go ahead.
Yeah, I think obviously I had literally just been eliminated. Sorry. But I was eliminated again. I got last place in season 1. So when we came into the second season,
sorry about that.
Ouch.
it was yes.
Yeah.
And thank you for that. Yeah, coming into this season, it was pure luck that we even got on the season in the first place with that slot machine. So I felt like even being there was an opportunity, and every episode I lasted was another episode beyond what I did the last time. So I really felt just very lucky to be there, and I feel like all the lessons that I learned, all the mistakes I made, I'm hoping I can grow from that.
Well, let's give baseball a round of applause.
Aha! Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Paper. I let you back in after I calm down. No, I want you to think far back to when you were relevant on the show. How did it feel when you were eliminated?
I'm not old news or anything. It's just been a second. And you know
Old
what?
newspaper. That's what
Being
they
at the
call you.
hotel, it's kind of like it has its own challenges,
Right, like preparing hajib.
Yes.
Hop! It's hop! Clearly! But you know what? I don't mind being eliminated because I get to just hang out with everyone. And you know what? When you're competing in that show, that becomes your entire life. And guess what? Only one person wins. And you know what? I think when we're at the hotel, everyone wins. So, kind of a win if you ask me.
Yeah.
That was
Contestants don't get to have all the fun.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on the show, you've already won.
That's the opposite of what I just said.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm saying they don't have all the fun because we also have fun.
I'm sorry, I just start tuning out when Paper speaks. Again, that high pitch.
You are making me unhappy, and I'm gonna vocalize it eventually.
Well, until that day comes, this has been a wonderful event.
Hooray!
I am so excited for the finale. I can't believe it. The finale of Inanimate Insanity 2 after all this time. Oh my goodness. It is happening tomorrow, people. It is going to be at 12 p.m. EST, or as the kids say in PST, 9 a.m. PST. Right? Did I do the calculations right? Yes, I think I did. Okay. There are other time zones beyond that as well. But definitely tune in. It's going to be on the Animation Epic YouTube channel. It's called Animation Epic. It's a really epic name. So if you go there on YouTube, you'll be able to see it at that time. And that, it'll be, at the very least, the first part. I don't know how long it's going to last. It might be a really big challenge for all we know. Mephone has yet to say he did not agree to be a part of this. He actually said, keep it far, far away from me. It seems like he was going through something right now. But when is he not, folks? When is he not? All right. Well, thank you all so much for coming. Thank you. Yeah, Paper, Baseball, Paintbrush, Cheesy, Balloon, Test Tube, of course, for being both behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. And, always there for me. And yeah, I mean, if there's anything anyone else, wants to say or wants to plug, by all means, take this time. Yeah.
You left out Box. Box has been here the whole time.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. But
Wait,
Box
what?
has been right here. Wait, we should. Okay, hold on. Box, if there's anything you want to say, here, go on. Hold on. Well, let's give Box the platform.
Wow. So deep.
Oh, that was good.
Inspiring. I am so inspired
Cheesy,
right now.
You can learn a thing or two.
Yeah, you can learn a thing or two.
How dare you? How dare you say that? I'm king of comedy.
I think you're being challenged.
No,
You're gonna be
long live the king.
Yes. Wow. All right. Well, anything else anyone wants to say before we sign off for the night?
Baxter,
Just
get back to sleep
today.
and stop spending Balloon's money.
Yeah. Wait. I need to get my. Hold on. I have to get my wallet.
Oh dear.
no.
You see, these are the kinds of lighthearted hijinks that you will see every week if you greenlight the Hotel OJ spinoff. Balloon, please! I'm selling the show. If you do not, the hotel OJ spin-off series,
get away from him!
It is going to be full of all of this kind of stuff, all these misadventures. Oh my goodness! Producers are interested, so now's your time. Make the deal.
Fan,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hi. So not to interrupt, I know we're running out of time, but I was alerted that it's a common tradition with these things to end with a scream.
Oh, that's true.
So should we do a countdown? Countdown and scream?
Oh yeah, I think so. Okay, all right, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna do. It'll be a 3, 2, 1, go, and then scream. Okay, all right, everyone ready?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's get those vocal cords.
I'm
All right.
ready.
3, 2, 1. Ah!